What's good, just for these family? Today we reacted to some more anime, and this really gonna put you on to some animes, alright? If y'all want to get into anime, I'm finna be like a plug. Like I'm finna really be showing y'all some fire anime that I will watch, and I'll keep it a book. If it's some animes in here that I won't watch, I won't watch it. You know what I'm saying? But you might like it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something you interested in, you know what I'm saying? So look, this is called When Anime Mentors Showcase Their Power in Front of Their Students. Now look, this is not fan anime. This is real anime that you can watch. Like you can watch the seasons, the episodes, on whatever anime platform that you choose. Just look up anime, anime apps, anime websites, you know what I'm saying? And you can watch this stuff for free, or you might have to pay for it. Depends on what service you use. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a computer, I'm pretty sure you can watch most of these animes for free on websites and stuff like that. So yeah. But let's jump into this video, bro. I want to see the mentors showcase their powers in front of their students. You know what I'm saying?
The anime mentor. What words or descriptions come to your mind when hearing that set of words? Perhaps someone who serves as a hero's guide and best friend, or maybe the sacrificial lamb to make some villain look oh so powerful. Whatever the case may be, we can all agree on one thing: anime mentors are badass. That's why for today's list we're going through some of my favourite moments when the anime mentor just shows off his strength in front of the student. After all, one of the easiest ways to get this upstart kid to trust you is to show them that you mean business. Hunter x Hunter is one of my all-time favourite shows, and while the first person most fans would think of when it comes to mentors is Biscuit, I feel like Kite's pretty underrated. One of the most cold-hearted mentors in the series, Kite showed his mettle when he leads the team into battle against the Chimera Ants, running into the...
My boy, look at his scythe. Bruh. That's better, bruh. That looks better than Ichigo's sword. For all the anime fans, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, I was talking about a character from another anime. It's called Bleach. It's a very good anime. You know what I'm saying? You should check it out. It's called Bleach. Literally, B-L-E-A-C-H. You know what I'm saying? Bleach. Very great anime. You could watch it on Netflix, I'm sure. You can watch it on Hulu and all that. But you probably won't get every season, but you'll get like the first couple seasons maybe. But like I say, if you go online and look up websites and stuff like that, or apps, they probably have the whole, everything, you know what I'm saying? But this looks crazy. Imagine you seeing somebody in real life with a sword or an object like this. Like, what? I'm pulling out. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to use a gun against this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hagio division, Gon and Killua get tested through individual battles against the enemies. For Kite, all he needs is his scythe, and the entire division gets wiped out in one fell swoop. Black Clover's Yami often puts on a show, and episode 49 is his crowning moment. Among the shonen mentors, I really like Yami because he gives off that rough edge. There are mentors who look badass, but Yami takes it a step further and shows how badass he was with Dark Cloak Dimension Slash. It's a power that's so strong that it's capable of cutting dimensions, dwarfing whatever Veto can throw at him. There's no kill the overkill, and seeing Yami just put this elf down in such a dominant fashion is a real thrill. Everyone just looks on in amazement at the power of their captain. They're in good hands, and as long as Yami is around, they know they can have someone to rely on while they strive to grow stronger. Let's continue with the new gen Shonen Train with Benimaru versus Infernal Demon. Quite the underrated moment right here, as Shinra and Arthur find themselves in quite the fight against the Infernal Demon. Who else should show up but Benimaru himself? To Benimaru, this fight is personal. With this...
Bruh, I I really need to watch this anime, bro. Bro, this anime is so fire. I done seen so many clips of this anime, and I still haven't watched it. Like, it's not on Netflix or nothing. Like, that's why I hate it. I be getting so distracted with other stuff that I always forget to watch this anime, bro. This is a good anime, bro. It's called Fire Force. You know what he just said. You should check it out. You know what I'm saying?
This powerful foe in front of him, he simply flexes his power while Shinra and Arthur watch on. Easily turning away the demon's attacks, Benimaru holds back out of concern for the town before deciding to take the battles to the skies. Here he finally gets a chance to obliterate the enemy with his awe-inspiring sun wheel. People have been applauding the sound direction for this scene, and I think that it does add to the moment so much. That bass alone is one of the most awesome and satisfying sounds you could hear from Fire Force, and it's the perfect complement to watching Benimaru nonchalantly take the enemy down. Rayleigh,
bruh, he just obliterated that man out of existence, bruh. Bruh, if you never watched anime before, bro, you should check it out, bruh. He just obliterated that man to Pavilion, bruh. Nah, that's crazy, bruh.
His conqueror's haki deserves a mention.
This is One Piece. This was that anime I was talking about in my other video. This is One Piece.
There's so much that you can do with so little. Do you believe that saying? You sure as hell can believe it after seeing Rayleigh's conqueror's haki in the auction house. Rayleigh, contrary to expectations, didn't have the most explosive entry at first glance, but the sheer mystery of his silhouette entering the scene more than makes up for it. It even feels quite ominous and all, and when he does finish his entry, all he needed was one conqueror's haki to clean house. There's just that sense of wonder, and I dare say dread in the character's expressions. There's that eerie feeling of, what the hell just happened? And it really kept the fans guessing when it comes to Rayleigh's true strength. Now that, my friends, is how you build hype with just one very pivotal moment. What an amazing debut for Rayleigh.
Not gonna lie to you, most ain't gonna lie. One Piece got so many episodes. I never watched this episode. Bro, One Piece has so many episodes. Every time I see a clip of One Piece, I always wonder like what season or like, cause they got so many seasons. Like, this is an ongoing anime, bro. Like, for real.
Saitama vs Genos is a rather unique application. You see, while most mentors show off their power by fighting villains and enemies in front of their protege, Saitama and Genos do it quite differently. Instead of enemies feeling the full brunt of said mentor's power, it's Genos who offers to do it, wanting to see the extent of Saitama's power. This is a rather unique setup for a mentor showing his protege his power, but it works. I was a bit worried as to how the battle would drag on due to Saitama's one-hit KO gimmick and all, but we surprisingly got quite the entertaining performance that shows Genos' determination. This is a battle that clocks in at almost 5 minutes, which I think also serves as a testament to Genos' strength. It's a friendly spar with not a lot of high stakes, but it also gives us a taste of what the two could do to each other. Enjoying the video so far? I'd like to encourage you to hit that subscribe.
He looks spooked, like, bruh, like, dude, really, like, almost ended my life for real. Like, but he was finna end his life. He lucky he didn't land that punch.
Button, subscribe, ring the bell, and be here the next time I upload more countdown videos. That's enough for now. It's time to get going again. It's nice to look now once again where it all began. It's so refreshing after so many videos focusing on the final war arc and Madara, you know. For most of the series, we've heard of how great Minato was and all, but we've never actually seen that strength in action. That is, until the flashback arc, which shows us important groundwork on how the Nine Tails in Naruto came to be. Tobi, at this point of the timeline, was one of the most powerful characters around, and it showed in the battle. With all of his power, even Minato struggled to land a hit, but with some ingenious tactics and possibly the most epic Rasengan in the series so far, the 4th Hokage defies all odds and finally forces Toby to escape. Coolest mentor and coolest dad? You get both in Minato. Not to mention being super smart too. Who else can devise a counter to the very overpowered Kamui on the fly?
By the way, that's the main character's dad in the anime, which is by far the best anime. If you want to watch any anime, watch this anime, bruh. This is the best anime in the world. Come on now. Have to watch it. You know? And, you know, after you watch it, you watch the kids of, you know, the people that's in that series. You know what I'm saying? It's called Boruto. You know, check that out too. You know?
これでキュウリはお前のものでなくなった。
All Might taking on Nomu may have been one of the best highlights of early My Hero Academia. What a way to close out the first part of My Hero Academia. There's no bigger test for our heroes than an outright battle of survival against some of the toughest villains there is. And it seems like our heroes are in for certain doom until All Might arrives. In a way, this is pretty much just a punch harder fight. However, one can't overlook the emotions the scene evoked when put together. The build up to the actual fight together make a great moment. From All Might's appearance as a beacon of hope and how he just casually talks down and beats down the Nomu, it's just so satisfying. This is a scene that never gets old. I personally think that All Might has some scenes down the line that one up this in terms of awesomeness, but it's here where we first get a glimpse of how far ahead the world's symbol of peace is. He's pretty much Deus Ex Machina incarnate around this time, and his save remains one of my favorites from shonen anime. After all of
I know that hurt, boy. But like, bro, getting punched in the stomach, bro, hurt. Like, I feel like getting punched in the stomach hurt more than getting punched in the face. Because like, if you get punched in the face, 9 times out of 10, you either gonna just fall asleep, or you just gonna get real mad, or you gonna start bleeding depending on how hard he punched you. But if you get punched in the stomach, first of all, depending on where they punch you, like if you get punched in your rib, where your lungs at, like bro, like you can, like it can stop you from breathing. You see what I'm saying? Or you might throw up. And then like if he punch you like by your heart, like he can, like bro, like if he punch you hard enough like by your heart area, bro, he can stop you. He can stop, bro. He basically can stop your heart from beating, and you will die. Like I say, like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Getting punched in the body is probably the worst place to get hurt at, bro. Imagine you got punched in the liver or something, like, bro, like that's gonna hurt, bro.
that, we take a look at Tengen versus Daki. One of the biggest moments of Demon Slayer's Red Light District arc gives us the Upper Moon Daki taking on the Kamado siblings. Yep, you heard that right. Nezuko finally gets a chance to shine as she engages in combat against one of the most powerful demons that the series has shown so far. And it's a fight that took everything from them. Even with Nezuko's awakened powers, the siblings still had their hands full dealing with Daki. In an epic battle that could have gone either way, the Kamados come out on top, but not before sustaining major injuries. The bad news, Daki's still ready to go for more. The good news, it opens for Tengen to come in and finish the job. I almost felt like adding this moment was cheating because Tengen just came in for the last hit, but considering that the siblings at full strength are unable to completely eliminate Daki, it just shows the difference in power between them and a pillar. Tengen's boast afterwards is pretty cool too. That's way too easy, isn't it? Suspiciously so.
Demon Slayer to me just got great animations and good artwork. I don't know. Like the story, I mean, like I said, I haven't watched Demon Slayer yet, but I really just like the animation and the artwork. I can really care less about what's going on. I just like how it looked. You see, like, is it just me? I feel like that's why a lot of people watch this anime. Because of how it looked, not per se because of the story. I know people probably like the story now that is more developed, but when I first saw a clip of Demon Slayer, the only thing that stood out to me was how it looked. I know I might get some comments about that, but I don't care. You can be as negative you want, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
These guys, they're gonna be in for a real surprise. And to wrap up today's list, we...
Yo, wait, he decapitated her? Nah, that's crazy.
We have Gojo versus Jogo. When I first saw Gojo, I knew we were in for something special. He has that whole laid-back and cool attitude along with the accolades to go with it. He made one hell of a first impression in the very first episode, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before he'd break out as one of the anime community's favorite mentor figures. And that he did when he and Yuji...
Bro, I seen this clip, and supposedly this character is blind. So he's doing all of this with a blindfold on. When he takes off his blindfold, he becomes more powerful out of nowhere. But he's very laid back, but he's very powerful. It's like imagine you got beat senseless to death by a blind man. A person that's not even using their real eyes. Because if they show you their real eyes, they can kill you just off of a stare, bruh. Put you in a whole nother dimension and you just die, bruh. Kind of like how in Naruto, like, they got genjutsu, you know, with the Uchihas. But this is totally different. Like, they just start acting scared, and they just... I mean, it's a similar concept, but it's like, he just... Because he can't really use his eyes, he's still very powerful without his eyes. You see what I'm saying?
Yuji encountered Jogo. Jogo quickly goes on the attack and seemingly finishes Gojo off in one hit. However, the badass teacher brushes it off like nothing and proceeds to do the same thing to the next attacks that the curse can throw at him. When Yuji and he got caught in the domain expansion, it didn't even faze Gojo one bit. In what looked to be a very dangerous and deadly fight, Gojo casually breezes through it, flexing and turning this whole affair into a freaking tutorial session where he can teach Yuji more about domain battles. There wouldn't be a bigger mentor flex than that. That's got to do it for my top moments of mentor.
Bruh, did you see what just happened? Dude literally put him in a bubble in his own dimension. It was just the two of them together, and he twisted off his head and obliterated his brain, obliterated his whole head from his body, just off of grabbing it off of his body and smushing it. That's a different type of strength, bro. But hey, man, that's the end of this video, bro. Hopefully I put y'all on to some anime. You know, this was great, bro. All these animes I would watch, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like all of these moments, to be honest. I can't say I dislike any of them. Let me know in the comment section if you actually like, you know, any of these animes, or if you watched them before, you watched clips on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just release family, bruh. Like the video if you enjoyed this video, and I'm out, bruh.